We are ending with actually an extra deck block, 2 negates, and then this is going to be fog bait, so a third negate.
What's good, everybody? It's Hamza from Ather Gaming, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. You saw from the title, it's going to be an Infernoble deck combos post the ban list. Again, guys, like I said before, I am going to be talking about the giveaway details. Just check out the first link down below where you guys can find out how to enter. Again, guys, let's try and get 13 likes on this video because I have uploaded for my 5th day in a row, and I'm not going to stop until the end of December. But anyways, guys, let's try and hit 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year for a bonus insane giveaway. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alright, guys, so I'm sure you guys saw from the title, which is why you obviously clicked the video, or you're just a fan of my work. These are going to be some updated Infernoble combos post the whole Link Cross Smoke Grenade ban. And I know in my ban list tier list I said that Infernobles quote unquote could be dead, but after doing these combos and talking to my boy Finn, we have actually come up with some pretty unique combos. So the first combo here I'm going to show you guys is like the super standard bread and butter play that you can do 9 out of 10 times even without Link Cross and Smoke Grenade, and it is a pretty fearsome board as well. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start off with this combo first, and that's basically just any two warriors. Again, the best way to show it is using Connector. Go ahead, summon Connector. Now Connector's effect, if you guys don't know already, it'll summon Dolphin. Now again, you can use Dolphin here to take a card out of our opponent's hand, but this isn't actually part of the combo since it's technically supposed to be a 2 warrior combo. It's not really like a hand rip combo, but again, with Dolphin does enable more plays. But now you go ahead, you summon out our Dolphin. Now we go Dolphin and Connector into Isolde. We go ahead, we use Isolde's effect to go ahead and add a card here. There are going to be a lot of misclicks, and that was just because I was super excited to make this combo. We go ahead, we go Isolde. Isolde's going to go ahead and mill 2, summon out our Genba. Okay, cool. Now this can be Striker, it can be any like tuner monster, I guess. Doesn't really matter, because now we go ahead here, we go into Fiber. Fiber will go ahead and summon out our Deskbot. Cool. Now from here we go Fiber and Deskbot away into our Aurodon. See again, good old Hamza with the misclicks. We go ahead, we summon out the Aurodon. Go ahead and fire off Aurodon's effect. This is going to go ahead and summon our 3 tokens, and again, if you guys don't know, Deskbot will trigger because we summon tokens or machines or whatever. Okay, cool. Deskbot's here. From here we go ahead, we take Deskbot and the tokens away into Power Tool. Now I know I was not a big fan of the Power Tool variant, but now it's starting to feel like you're going to have to play it, especially with the ban list changes. So right here we go Power Tool. Power Tool is going to go ahead, fire off. We are going to add Living Fossil. I'm not really that big of a fan of DDR in my personal opinion, just because technically speaking, the only cards you can actually banish are your warriors, unless you have like Herald and you have to do some weird shenanigans, whereas Living Fossil is almost always live. So again, but right, to each their own, it's just personal preference. But again, we go ahead, we use Rodon's effect. Don will tribute the token and Power Tool and summon out Coldwing. Coldwing will trigger to summon out our 2 tokens, and again, this will enable our Deskbot to trigger yet again. From here, what we can do is we can go ahead and we can actually activate our Living Fossil. This will bring back our Genba, and then from here we can go ahead and proceed to synchro summon our Genba and a token away into our Roland. Of course, declare Roland effect, and then again we can go ahead and we can actually synchro our monsters off with Deskbot and the token away into Herald. Again, make sure you turn Deskbot and the token away first, because otherwise Coldwing will be like a level 59 million, so you're gonna have to make sure you make it Herald first. But again, you go Roland and Coldwing away into our Charles, and then you know how the whole shenanigans go. Go ahead, add Living, or not Living Fossil, add Divine Sword, and then of course proceed to the end phase. End phase, you basically just want to make Charles as beefy and undestructible as possible. Equip the Durandal for next turn and equip the Ogier. Now again, I know obviously it's not, oh look at your opponent's hand and rip cards, whatever, right? But you're still ending with Herald, who's like a walking talking floodgate. Not that bad, honestly, and you still have a Charles pop, so it's a negate and a pop, and Charles can't be destroyed. So this card can be problematic depending on the way the format shapes. If it goes more towards a control oriented format, Charles becomes goated. If it becomes more of like a combo fast pace format, Charles is just like average at best. He still is one of the best boss monsters in the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh, being able to have a quick effect pop with Roly Poly Oly, and then being able to be untargetable or undestructible like card effect. But this is the first combo. Now let's get on to the second combo. Alright guys, so now we are on to the second combo. This is a combo that Finn showed me, and this is actually a really cool combo. Honestly, this is the way that Infernoble is going to be moving forward. So again, it's just kind of an any two warrior combo. We go connector, summon out Dolphin. Now from here, again, like I said before, you can choose to use Dolphin's effect if you want, but there's no need to realistically. Go ahead, we summon Isolde. Isolde's going to go ahead and add nothing because it's actually just gonna mill. We're gonna go ahead, we're going to mill our 3 monsters, our 3 spell cards, sorry, and of course it's going to be the 3 right here, and DDR gains infinite value with our PK monsters now. And then from here we go ahead and we are going to banish 2 to add back our Divine Sword. And again, if you don't know what Torn Skill does, is he says you can discard 1 card, send 1 Phantom Knight's card from your deck to the graveyard. So again, it doesn't need to be a PK card, it can be any card. This is why Divine Sword is like infinitely better now. So we go ahead, Torn Skill, we're going to pitch the sword, and then we're going to go ahead and dump the cloak, banish the cloak, add the boots. From here, what we are going to do is, since we control a PK monster, we can special the boots from our hand, and then from here we can go ahead and we can proceed to actually linking our monsters off into a Cherubini. Now again, this honestly, I'm a really big fan of this combo where you go Isolde and Cherubini, because if you think about it, you still have a decent follow-up play with these cards in your graveyard, so honestly it's not so bad. But again, we go ahead, we fire off Cherubini's effect, mill for cause BTW, send the Carbonet on. From here, we are going to go ahead and turn our Cherubini and Isolde away into our Appaloosa for 2. So right here, really cool. Now we are actually protected from hand traps to a certain extent. Again, fire off our boots to add the shade, and then this will trigger our Torn Skill in the graveyard. Again, he says if like another PK card is banished, you can special this card, banish when it leaves the field, blah blah blah. It's cool. From here, what we can do is we can actually banish our Carboneton and summon out our Legacy Justicia, and I'm sure you guys might see where this is going, or you might not. That is a level 2 tuner monster, and then we can take it with a non-tuner or just any monster going to our Fiber. Fiber will trigger and Fiber will summon out our Despot. So again, like the combo I showed you guys in the first combo, I believe, it's really simple, really similar, except you make an Appaloosa under it instead. Now again, Rodon will summon the 3, fire off, summon our Despot, and then from here we can do the whole shenanigans where we do the Power Tool. Power Tool's effect will trigger, and again, like I said before, Finn and I are men of culture. We use Living Fossil. I actually use Living Fossil because of Finn. But now, from here, we are going to go ahead, add a Living Fossil, use Dawn's effect, tribute the 2, and this is going to grab our Coldwing. And like I said before, guys, in the first combo, Coldwing will summon the 2 tokens, which will enable us to summon back our Despot. From here, what we can do is very similar to what we did recently, which is go ahead, make the Herald, activate the Living Fossil, Fossil out the level 2, because again, we don't have Genba access, but we actually have Justicia access, which is really cool. From here, we can go ahead and tune our monsters away into our Roly Poly Oly. He will trigger, and then we can turn Roland and Coldwing away into our Charles. Cool. From here, there are a variety of plays, and Finn and I were talking about this as well. Shade Brigandine can actually just become a Fog Blade. So now you have 1-2 monster negates, 3 monster negates, and it can't attack, so it's protecting Herald. Herald, which is a 4 negate, and then Charles, which is a pop with Roland, so it's 5 interruptions, which is actually pretty insane if you think about it, especially because they got rid of Link Cross and Smoke Grenade, 2 of our main heavy hitters of the deck. This deck can still pump out some pretty nasty boards. But again, this isn't it for the combos. There's a third and final combo that's an absolute banger, so let's get into that one. Alright guys, so this is the third and final combo, and again, shout out to Finn for helping me with these combos and showing me how awesome these combos are. But again, it is a 3-card combo or 3-card combo. It's basically a 2-card combo, so I need 2 warriors. Ogier and Renaud actually get you into our gear feed before the 5th summon, which is cool, and then just an extra card in hand. But again, we will go ahead and proceed to fire off this combo. Go ahead, we are going to normal Ogier and use her effect, and she will let us dump our gear feed. From here, we can go ahead and special Renaud. Renaud will go ahead and add back our gear feed to our hand, and then we can link those monsters away into our Isolde. Cool. From here, we can go ahead and we can add our Roland, main deck Roland. I'm actually a big fan of Roland. I wonder how it's going to happen in the current meta, where if he might get better or not, but we'll just see. But honestly, right now, I feel like he can be very powerful. Again, we're going to go ahead and add our main deck Roland, and then we are going to trigger off Isolde to mill the 3. And there's a reason why we added the main deck Roland. It's not like he's any Fire Warrior, and you guys will see at the end of the combo. But again, we are going to go the standard combo where we mill 3. This will summon out our Scales, and then from here we can go ahead, fire off Torn Skill by pitching, well, okay, basically what we're going to do is we're going to summon Gearfried first by banishing an equip spell, then we can equip Ogier, then we can go ahead and fire off Torn Skills. So from here, we are going to go ahead and equip Ogier, fire off Torn Skills by pitching any random card in hand. Again, it can be anything, right? It can be any card in your hand. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so from here, we are going to go ahead and dump the cloak, banish the cloak, add the boots to our hand, and then from here we can go ahead and special summon the boots. And then from here, again, it's all really standard, more or less, the lines we are going to take, but there is a little different approach we take with this combo. We go ahead, we fire off Cherubini. Cherubini is going to send Carbonetton. From here, we are going to go ahead and link our monsters away into our artifact Dagda. Now again, guys, you guys thought this isn't Appaloosa, this is Dagda, and the reason for Appaloosa over Dagda was because we didn't have Gearfried, but now we have Gearfried. So basically, Dagda, if you guys don't know, it's two monsters with different names, so very easy to make. When an effect or another card on the field is activated, quick effect, set one artifact monster from your hand or deck to your spell and trap card zone as a spell, but destroy it during your opponent's next end phase. And then he has a second effect where he says, during your opponent's turn, if this link summon card is destroyed, special one artifact monster from your graveyard in defense position. But you guys will see exactly why we summon Dagda, because from here we are going to go ahead and banish out our boots to add a card, and this will enable us to go ahead and add our shade. And then from here, what is going to trigger is Dagda will Torn Skill will trigger first, and then from here what we are going to do is we're going to go Carbonetton. Netton's effect will go ahead and give us our Justicia like this, and then again we can go ahead and turn our monsters into fiber, go Chainlink 1 fiber, Chainlink 2 Dagda to protect the fiber, and then Dagda will go ahead and set our Scythe. Now this Scythe will be destroyed during our opponent's end phase, but again, like I said before, there are ways to, of course, to manipulate this, and then you already know. But right here we got Dagda fiber. From here, Fiber is going to go summon out our Deskbot, and then from here we can go ahead and turn our monsters away into our Barricade Board Blocker, because again we need the machines and we need to clear up the zones. And then from here we go ahead, we do the classic Aurodon combos where Aurodon will summon out our 3, and then again this will trigger out our Deskbot into Power Tool right there. You guys already know we are Men of Culture, so we get Living Fossil indubitably. And then from here we are going to go ahead, summon out Coltwing for the 2 tokens, bring back Deskbot and the token away into our Herald. Again, really cool. Fire off the Living Fossil, get back Justicia, and the token away into our Roly-Poly Oli, which is really cool. And then again, like I said before, Roland will trigger, and then from here we can go ahead and turn our Roland and our Colty away into our Charles. And then basically, like I said before, this is going to be a Fog Blade as well. And then on top of that, we are going to be able to get Charles to recycle probably like a Durandal, probably like you know what I mean, like we'll be able to get like a Renatar hand, we can recycle a Durandal. This can be indestructible with a pop, but this is the reason why you add main deck Roland, because during your opponent's standby phase, Roland can quick effect equip. He can quick effect during either player's turn during any time of the game, but extra deck Roland Solly can only be from the main phase. So now again, during our standby phase, we can go ahead, we can fire off Roland. Roland will be able to, of course, equip to Charles. This will trigger Charles, and you guys can see what's going to happen right here. Charles is going to go ahead and pop the Scythe. Now again, Scythe will trigger in the graveyard, hit the board, and successfully lock our opponent out of the extra deck. So again, like I said before, now we are ending with actually an extra deck lock, 2 negates, and then this is going to be Fog Blade, so a 3rd negate. And on top of that, he can't be destroyed by card effects. This card, realistically speaking, if we went to the end phase, this card would be unable to be targeted as well. It goes to 3500, will be 4k monster, and then we can recover our Durandals from our graveyard for next turn to OTK our opponents. So again, guys, by no means is this deck dead, right? And you guys have seen all these combos. I will be coming out with the deck profile later on, probably tomorrow. But anyways, let's roll the outro. So guys, that was it for the video. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys have your own personal combos, make sure you guys either comment down below or hit me on Discord. You guys can find the link down below as well. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and comment down Dolphin. Yes, D-O-L-P-H-I-N, Dolphin. Shout out my boys who made it to the end of the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Without further ado, guys, this is Hamza. Like I always say, keep on shining, never give up on your dreams. Peace.